Gold is what I seek as I chip away at ambiguous stone, hoping it isn't endless, or worse, just hollow. It's such a slow process, but I sluggishly progress, struggle and stress my way through as one is expected to do. I think back to my college days, back when I forgot how to pray, when I was trying to get laid. They weren't actually that long ago, but now seem so far away. I partied with my friends, but now we've parted ways. And it leaves my mouth with such a bittersweet taste. They were my formative years, but years filled with so much pain. I gained more knowledge, abolishing naivety for criticism, but this slowly turned into cynicism, and even my cachet of witticisms couldn't put a grin on my face. I was just chasing for the truth, probably wasting my youth on things I couldn't change. And this sense of futility at such a young age prevented me from maturing at a normal pace. I didn't get to fuck about and learn from my mistakes. Don't get me wrong, I've made many mistakes. They just came from a horrible place. I would get myself into awful states and get wasted, just wanting to waste away. But uni was my escape. It saved me, pulling me from the depths of depression, breaking the vicious cycle and its seeming oppression. Such a blessing and such a blast, but nothing lasts, and I was cast out, awarded a handshake and a piece of paper to ease my doubts, hurled into the big bad world, caught up in a whirlwind of confusion. I'd seen behind the curtain, so it all felt like an illusion. This unwanted inclusion skewed my rationality. I had to become a part of society. I felt the pressure drop, the full stop of life back home, the ticking of the clock. I rushed into a job for all the wrong reasons, an act of self-treason that felt like a feasible way to keep the demons at bay. But I couldn't fucking stay there, a cog in the machine, careening through the gears like Chaplin in modern times, resigned to a life of endless grind. Nah, I had to find my own paradise, one I didn't even realise I had until I was banished. The fruit of knowledge was good while it lasted, but without it, I felt famished. It damaged my productivity, my proclivity to be creative. I was sexually frustrated, intellectually frustrated. It grated at my insides, but I kept up the grind. Grinding and declining any sort of routine, because that's just not for me. And now I'm here. A few years past, alas, still fucking grinding and finding a way to pursue my passions. And it ain't gonna happen overnight. I know I've got to trudge through the shit, that there'll be moments of respite that help redefine why I keep up the grind. I'm just blindly making my way through a minefield of doubt and naysayers and piss takers. But I'm not the only one giving it a go. And that makes me feel much less alone. A generation of grinders, kind of, trying to find a life we can thrive off, so don't mind us. And words, they give me comfort, some form of warmth, something to fall back on. The cheapest type of expression I can utilise, something that you can't buy, something without a price, yet full of richness within their own right. And earlier I said I didn't want to be resigned to a life of endless grind, which I now realise is a very naive thing to say. To many, to most, life is an endless grind. We just need to remind ourselves why. And if you can do that, then I reckon you'll be alright.
Have you met Martin? Because he's heard of you. He's getting by, though through and through he's sad and often feeling blue by the business of the world. He works within a land of grubs, no time for grins or smiles or laughs, just overworked and understaffed by the business of the world. One day, his colleagues spied a change, some oddity they thought so strange. Martin was feeling less estranged with the business of the world. He started writing poetry. So prosaic, day-to-day concerns turned composite, mosaic yearns. He gets home each day, kicks off his shoes, TV unplugged, ignores the news, and struts around the kitchen nude, now feeling all creative. Now this went on for quite some time. You'd live dull by day, then go home and rhyme an early coffee, but a late night wine. But one day, Martin snapped. Permit me now, for if I may, I'd love to tell you about that day. The dude that thought he could get away from the business of the world. So, as morning is dawning and Martin is yawning, he's aware that the day is about to get boring. There's a conference at 9, then a meeting at 10, then a cigarette break, then all over again. And look, normally though it's a morning, he can hack it, can back it while he waits for pay packet before trundling home to his flat for a racket. I mean, he'll scream sonnets at sunset with the window ajar. With some Yeats, who needs mates? Oh no, you can go far. He'll read Keats on the couch with the cooler night breezes. With some words and some wit, man can do as he pleases. Reading Shelley and Percy and Byron and Platt, reading Wordsworth and Tennyson, Poe in the bath. But then sewing and weaving and sculpting with language, throwing similes down in a metaphor sandwich. So the day Martin snapped, it could not go unnoticed. He'd been showing up late and been losing his focus, so his boss sits him down on the chair in the room and he said, Martin, what's up? Yeah, he didn't want to assume, and Martin was sat there and he knew it's not right. Though his manner was calm and demeanour polite, he said, Sir, if I may, I would like to confess. There's this feeling I'm feeling that I have to address. I am a man, nothing more, nothing less. And I've not figured out life, but if I was to take my best guess, I'd say this is a test, and it's our job to show. It's about how you act, who you are, what you know. And so I'm leaving. I quit. It is my time to go. There's a life to be lived, and you reap what you sow. So with that, he got up and he left, and he never looked back, and he travelled the world and he beat his own track. If you met him today, he's like the wisest dude going. He can put your whole life into perspective from an hour of knowing. He's aged 105 now and shows no signs of slowing. I mean, he gets his answers like Dylan did in the winds that are blowing. Wouldn't it be nice if we just ended it there? But that isn't real, and that isn't fair. And so I'm going to tell you the truth, though it may bring despair. Let me tell you what happened to Martin. 3 months after quitting, he went back to his job, and he sat there for 30 more years like a slob. You see, his poetry career had shown no signs of starting, and though you can't spell his name without putting the art in life there is mortgage and bills and rent. Money's slow to be earned, though so quick to be spent. And a man who has dreams is so easily bent by the business of the world. Have you met Martin? Because he's heard of you. I mean, there was once a time when he rhymed in the